You guys are on it. All right. So let me back out of the presentation here, and we're going to go to the ads platform. Everybody see this? For some reason, I need to refresh the page. I have no idea why, but let me go ahead and do that. And sometimes AdWords takes a second to do its thing. And here we go. Let's go back to campaign screen. All right, so when you log in and you go to the campaigns tab, this is what you should see. You should see the campaigns. We're going to hit the campaign button, the big red campaign button. We're going to select the drop-down search network only. And once we get there, we're going to select call only ads. Okay, call only ads. This is the secret right here, one of them anyway, the big one. Now, if you notice down here under devices, it changes. It says your ads are only going to run on devices that can make phone calls. So let me explain the process of how the call only ads work and why they work so well. So call only ads these ads are only going to show on devices that can make phone calls. So mobile phones, tablets, things like that. That's it. So no computers, anything like that. What that means for you is when someone types in, for example, pest control, they're looking for that. Your ad is going to show up. When they click that ad, instead of going to a landing page or some kind of a website like normal search, like normal Google search, which is expensive as all get out, instead of that, what happens is their phone dialer app opens up with the phone number that we're going to give them inside of this ad that we're creating here in a second. And all they have to do is hit the call button on their phone like they were calling their best friend. Okay? So when they hit the call button, boom, it transfers them to the pest control company live phone call just like that. Crazy cool, right? So no one ever sees the website, which is pretty awesome, right? We got to have the website, but no one ever sees it, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a little bit, why we need the website and how that plays into it. But for now, just understand the concept of what call-only ads are, how they work, okay? All right, so we're going to go through the settings now. So we're going to deselect search partners. We're going to, just for example's sake, select the United States. Location options, we're going to open that up, and we only want people in the United States, right? We don't want people searching for or who show interest in the United States. We just want to target people actually in the United States because that's going to save us a lot of money. This other option up here is like half the world. No thank you, right? We want only people that are qualified. We go down to the bid strategy. We're going to do manual CPC. So we leave enable enhanced CPC unselected, just like that. And I know we said $5 to $10 a call, but we're going to put a bid of $3, and we're going to tell Google, hey, we want to spend $50 a day. We're not going to spend $50 a day. Google's not going to get to that point out of the gate, but we just want to tell Google, hey, we're serious about driving some phone calls. Please drive some phone calls, right? Our delivery method, it should be set on standard already. Just make sure it's still set on standard, okay? Advanced settings, this is our scheduling. So we're running, what are we running? We're running business phone calls, right? So Monday through Friday, and we're going to do 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Monday through Friday. There we go, boom, just like that. So 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friday. Now the last point, this is a big one here before we move on to the next screen. It says optimize for clicks. If you notice, I got to ask in the questions box, what do we want? Do we want clicks or do we want calls? What are we trying to do here? Clicks or calls? What are we doing? We're doing calls. That's exactly right. We're doing calls. So we don't want to optimize for clicks. Let me explain why. If we had two ads that were call only, just like what we're building right now, and ad A and ad B, we'll call them. So ad A produces, let's say, 50 clicks and 10 phone calls. So 50 clicks and 10 phone calls, right? And ad B produces 30 clicks and 20 phone calls, right? Everybody heard that? 30 clicks and 20 phone calls. So if we optimize for clicks, like it's shown here, which ad is Google going to say is the winner? Ad A or ad B? Ad A or ad B? That is exactly right. It's ad A because it had more clicks, not because it had more phone calls. Well, that sucks for what we're trying to do. So we definitely don't want to optimize for clicks. Optimizing for conversions, that can get pricey based on Google's recommendations, and we don't even have any data to start with. So no, that's a no-go area. I don't want to rotate evenly and come back and have to remember in 90 days to come back. No thanks, right? How about I want to rotate indefinitely, and you can notice Google gives you a little bit of a warning. Hey, your ads may not perform as well. They're basically telling you you're taking charge, and that's what you want to tell Google. Hey, I'm putting on the big boy pants or the big girl pants, depending on who you are, and I'm making the decision based on what? I'm making the decision on which ads win based on what? The phone calls, not the clicks, right? That's the deal. That's the way Google has it set up. By the way, this one radio button right here, this option selecting the right one, can be the difference between you paying what I pay for a call versus paying 3, 4, even 5 times as much as what I pay for a call. Okay, which is still way cheaper than search, okay, but still way more expensive than it needs to be, okay? I'm trying to save you guys a lot of time and frustration and money, okay? Rotate indefinitely, that's it. Hit save and continue, and we'll continue on. Now, this is the ad group and the ad creation screen, and just for now, we're going to do an example. I'm going to do, and again, we'll do a lot of different different verticals, but for now we're just going to use pest control as an example. Okay, so pest control, I've got a cheat sheet here. I'm going to grab some information for my ad copy here. So there's the phone number that goes in. You'll see the ad populating over here to the right, the preview of what it'll look like on a phone or a mobile device. I'm going to paste this in, copy paste this stuff in. This ad copy is specifically designed to generate a phone call, if you notice. With things like call to actions like call now, right? That's actually a very big deal. And then we've got our website. Remember, this is a website that no one's ever going to see, so it's not a big deal. The only people that are going to see it are Google manual reviewers and the Google bots. They do that to determine your quality score and ultimately your cost long term, right? So the page is functional. We use the page to lower our costs and things like that. So there's a very specific way to build that page, but it's stupid simple, and they're ugly as all get out, right? They don't have to be pretty, which saves a lot of time and a lot of trouble. All right, so our ad is made. You can see that over to the right. We want call reporting on. We're going to select from the drop-down our pest control conversion there. And for now, before I show you how much the keywords are for call-only ads, we're going to show you what keywords are costing on regular search. So you can see we're in the call-only ad. I'm going to use the keyword pest control for now. There's a way to estimate search traffic, but first let's go to the keyword planner. So keyword planner right now only shows data for regular search. It does not include call-only ads. So this is a great way to see the differences between the same keyword, pest control, you notice. Same targeting, United States, everything's the same there, right? We're going to get ideas, and we're going to see what regular search is going to produce. So it says $12.56 right now per click, and this is to a website. This is not to a call only ad, right? This is not included inside the keyword planner. So $12.56, actually year-round average for pest control. It's in a lull right now. Is usually year-round average like $18, $19 a click. Okay, pretty expensive. Versus. Right, it's $12.56 right now, but even that versus what it is for call-only ads. We hit estimate search traffic. Does everybody see those numbers? I'm going to highlight them and punch them in the questions box just so I know you can see those. I want to make sure you see those numbers, and I'm going to grab a quick drink of water here. Oh yeah, good. Okay, good. $1.81 to $2.22. That's exactly right. That is per click. And by the way, 8 or 9, the way we set up our ads under call only, 8 or 9 clicks out of 10 result in a phone call, which is awesome, by the way. So with most of our clicks, and I say most of our clicks, like the majority of our clicks turning into phone calls, it does not take much money to actually generate a live phone call, whereas under regular search, you know, $18, $19 a click. Let's do some math on that, and I'll show you what that looks like. So if we're doing regular search and you've got a brand new campaign, how many clicks do you think it would take at $19 each to make a phone call using regular search? Regular search, like if you drove to a web page and then you had to hope and pray they made a phone call from that, How many clicks do you think? I'm seeing 10, 15, 10, 8. I'm seeing 15 again, 20, 32, 10. I don't know where 32 came from. That's an odd number. 50. Someone's saying 100 even. Okay. I'll say this. On an unoptimized campaign, yeah, those numbers are not too far-fetched, even as high as 100. But let's say, I'm going to give you benefit of the doubt. Let's say you're an AdWords expert. We're going to just roll with that. And let's say you can drive it with 4 clicks, right? So 4 clicks, and that will get you at $19 a click. That's going to be a $76 phone call the old way. Ouch, right? Ouch. That's if you're like Super AdWords Pro and you get lucky out of the gate, right? You're going to have to optimize, so it's going to be way more expensive than this initially. But even at $76 a call, ouch, right? Versus, what if it took you 2 clicks to do it the way I just showed you with the call-only ads, right? You're talking less than $5 a call. So $5 a call versus $76 a call. It's like 15 times less, right? Where does all that other money go? In your pocket, right? In your pocket. That's pretty cool. And again, you can grow this as big as you want. You can do this from anywhere in the world. Now, let's take a look at some other verticals. I'm going to spend some time on this. So let's take a look at let's do plumbing. Let's see what plumbing shows on regular search. Okay, everybody follow along. Regular search. It's like 23 and change. Okay, so even if we base it off the same math, 4 clicks using regular search, that's like a $93, $94 phone call. Ouch. $93 phone call. Man, what is it on call-only ads? That's a good question. Let's take a look. Plumbing. Reestimate. Here we go. 192 to 235 a click. That's it. That is it. Man, that's awesome, right? Let's do another one. Let's do, actually, I tell you what, let's get crazy. Let's do emergency plumbing. That's pretty targeted, isn't it? People who have an emergency need help right now, right? They're definitely more likely to make a phone call either way you go. $28, it's more expensive. That makes sense because it's more specific. That's what is that? $112, $113 phone call, $112 phone call. Ouch! Now you're over $100 for a plumbing phone call. Let's do it over here. Let's do emergency. Oh, let me spell it right. Emergency plumbing. Make sure it's good to go. Good. Okay. Reestimate. It's cheaper. $1.81 to do $2.21. I'm so in shock I can't even speak. Wow, that is cheaper. So emergency plumbing, highly targeted. Someone that hits that ad on a mobile phone is definitely going to be making a call, almost like it's 911. I can hear it now, right? My sink is leaking. Help! Like it won't stop. There's water in the floor, right? I can hear that. Emergency plumbing, pretty interesting. Let's do another one. Let's do a more expensive vertical. Let's do DUI lawyer, right? Let's do DUI lawyer and see what that produces. $53 a click. Ow, man. That's a $210 phone call, $212 phone call. Wow, right? Based on 4 clicks. Based on 4 clicks, that's a couple $100 phone call. Let's come over here to call-only ads, and let's take a look. See what it does. DUI lawyer. There we go. And it's $1.59 to $1.94. Even if it took you $10 to make a phone call instead of $5 on the lawyer end, versus $210, $212, you're saving like 21 times. It's 20 times less of a cost for the same call. And a DUI lawyer call you can sell for $500 a pop, no problem. So generating it for $210, that's cool. You'll make $290, right? Or you could pay $10 for it and make $490, right? Totally up to you which way you want to go with that. I'm sure you're kind of figuring it out by now, like which way you want to go with it. But interesting, isn't it? How much money you can save, what it's like going back to the heyday without actually having to go back to 2003, right? No smartphones in 2003, 2004. Life sucked back then, right? Compared to what it is now. We didn't have Uber Eats. We didn't have, what else did we not have? Like wireless phone charging. I don't know how I live without that. There's just a lot of things that we did not have yet. I mean, man, and yet the prices are just like they would be back in the day, which is great. So we get the best of both worlds. If we were to look at a $41 clicks, something like DUI attorney, I think that's around $41 a click is where this was coming from. Again, that's still $164 phone call the old way versus even if it took you $10 to do a phone call, right? And the cool thing about this, not only can we grow this as big as we want and do this anywhere in the world, we can do this with clients, we can do it without clients, or we can do with and without. Okay, there's a few different rabbit holes for you to go down. Whichever one suits you the best, suits your business the best. Okay. All right. So we've talked about we've actually spent a lot of time building that out, right? Hopefully you got a lot out of that.